You will try all of Aunt Myrna's recipes, and you will be happy.
Okay, today by request, we are going to do another Aunt Myrna recipe. This time, we're going to do the strings and pegs. Let's get it over with. We'll start out greasing the pan. French style green beans. Shoe peg corn, which I had never heard of either. These are our strings and pegs. I don't know how they came up with that name. The inspiration probably came straight from the pit of hell. We'll put in the green beans there first, as well as the corn. And we'll just mix that up in here. I don't think it's necessary to mix it up in a cup first, like Jack did. I don't know. Am I being dishonest now? I don't know. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Okay, it like barely has enough to cover the bottom. And this is a 9x13 pan, as was called for in the recipe. Just barely enough to cover the bottom. Just make sure it's kind of halfway evenly distributed, I guess. Need half a cup of onions. Should be enough there, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah. Alright, into the mixing bowl. I'll save the rest for, I don't know, like an omelet or something. Half a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. We're only doing 2 ounces of pimentos, which is half of the pimentos that we need, but I was silly and only got 2 ounces at the store. So, my bad, I should have got 2, but I think it's going to be okay. I can feel it. Calling in the air tonight. Hold on. It's too awkward. I'm gonna need to two-hand it, I think. There we go. Put that in there. Now for the sour cream. Mouth mode. And then a can of cream of celery. I don't think I've ever had this kind of soup before. I've used it as an ingredient in things, but I've never actually just gotten it. I've never thought, wow, you know what I could use today? I could use a bowl of cream of celery soup. Sounds amazing. I've never done that in my whole life. I've only ever used it as an ingredient into something else. Dump that in there. Oh, that actually pretty much came out all the way. Doesn't look very appetizing. Alright, it's time to mix it. We're going mouth mode again. That smells pretty weird. We're gonna spread it on top. Man, it doesn't seem like there's enough. Maybe I should have used a different pan, but this is the size that his recipe called for. I I think a 9 by 13 is pretty standard pan size, but just because I actually went and took a measuring tape, and yeah, it's 9 by 13. Maybe we can spread it real thin. I mean, I guess I am missing 4 ounces of pimentos in here, but I don't think it would make that big of a difference. Surely. It's real thin. It's just real thin. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I feel like Jack's was thicker. I guess that'll have to do. Okay, now we're gonna crush up a roll of Ritz crackers. Jack actually puts them in a Ziploc bag, but I don't think you need to do that. I think you can just crush them inside the bag. Okay, I kind of see why he used a bag now. I guess mine is the lazier man's strings and pegs. I guess it kind of makes applying them a little bit easier. Yeah, okay. It's not bad. I don't know who would think to make this. Like, it kind of reminds me of the garbage stew where it's just kind of a bunch of crap you got left over in your cupboards. It's like, I've never thought, oh, you know what I could use? I could really use some strings and pegs, some canned corn and canned green beans mixed together. It definitely seems like one of those things where it's like, okay, well, everybody's hungry. What do I have left in my cupboards? I've got some canned corn, I've got some French-style green beans, I've got some almonds, I've got some crackers. It looks like I've got a little bit of sour cream and some pimentos. Aunt Myrna, for some reason, loves pimentos. Both recipes that I've made from her have pimentos in them, so that must be her thing. Alright, got our melted stick of butter. That's a whole stick of butter. I actually don't think they do it anymore, but I don't know how many of you are aware, but my state is very famous for the state fair. We have a state fair that's the biggest in the country every year, and every year they have all these ridiculous foods, just totally ridiculous, and they're always constantly trying to like outdo themselves with how unhealthy it is. Like for the longest time, we used to have, you could get just like a deep fat fried stick of butter on a stick. And they would actually do that. People would actually get whole just sticks of butter that's been deep fat fried. I mean, you can get deep fried candy bars and Oreos and all kinds of things. I didn't see the stick of butter last time I went, which is probably good, but just totally absurd. I actually heard it was okay tasting though. I don't know. I don't see how it could be. It'd be just mush. I don't know. And you just would feel terrible. Like you would eat it and you would just feel like the worst person in the world. That's a lot of butter. Okay, and we've got these slivered almonds we're going to use. Just going to these open with my mouth. Worked like a charm. Okay. Cover about half of this with each bag. You will eat the cheese salad. You will be happy. Okay, now the only thing left to do is to bake it. And I think, if I remember correctly, and I'll go verify, I think it's half an hour at 375, and then half an hour at 350 or 325. I don't remember which one, I'll check, but it's one of those. In we go. Okay, this is what she looks like. I've let it cool down a little bit. Take out a little piece. All right, here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. I don't have my lovely assistant today, so I have to do this myself. All right, here we go. It doesn't smell the greatest. Okay. It's very bland. Again, this is another Jack recipe that's very bland. It definitely needs to be seasoned. Something. Maybe some pepper or salt. Even a little bit. I might just put some salt and pepper on it. But first, I guess I'll talk about it. It's very bland. I don't really get any of the. Maybe it's because this piece is kind of. Maybe I don't have the proportions right, but I don't get much of the sour cream taste at all. I get mostly the corn and green bean taste. I'm not getting any of the buttery Ritz cracker taste. I'm gonna try another bite. Maybe the piece I ate didn't have the. Maybe that was a piece where, the sour cream and stuff didn't get to or something. I'll try. I can see sour cream in this one. Let me try. It's better. Still kind of bland. I mean, for as bad as this probably is for you, it's probably not worth it. It's probably because it doesn't taste like awesome or anything. It's just kind of boring. I'm not getting a lot of flavor out of it. It could be because I only used half the pimentos you're supposed to use, maybe. I do see some pimento in here. Yeah, it's just. It kind of reminds me of a. There's this chip dip that people make sometimes with those Fritos, like Frito dip, and it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, except not strong flavor at all. Like a very, very light, bland version of that. And I can't remember what the dip is called, but you might know what I'm talking about. Unless it's just a Midwest thing. But it's this dip that people make for Frito-Lays. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, I suppose, because of the sour cream and the cheese, maybe. But it's it's real bland. I'm gonna actually get some salt and pepper and season the rest of this, and I'll try it. The last couple bites, I'll try seasoned and see if that makes a difference. Okay, I've seasoned it more. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again. I'm trying to get better at describing and talking about what it tastes like, so you can get a good idea. I don't do such a good job at that sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, well, it's okay, you know. So let's try. Okay, this has got pepper and salt on it now. Okay, already it's way better. The salt goes good with the corn, I think. Yeah, that's way better. I don't know if I'd have the desire to make this. It's just kind of a very weird recipe, but I guess it's Aunt Myrna, so. When Aunt Myrna was babysitting Jack when he was a little Jack, this is what she made for him probably when she couldn't find anything to eat, maybe. And this was all that was left over in the cupboard. Yeah. It's okay. It's not revolting. It's not like the cheese salad. It's just kind of bland. And probably not good for you, so I wouldn't recommend making it. But it's okay. It's alright. Just if you make it, just make sure to season it. And I don't know if it would take over too much, but maybe some kind of maybe some protein in there, like some meat in there, maybe. I don't know, maybe like even like bacon bits or something, like or not bacon bits, but maybe crumbled up bacon. I actually don't care for bacon bits too much. I think they're kind of artificial and gross tasting, unless you get like the real bacon bits. But that might be okay in there, mixed up. Just you wouldn't want to get too many because it might take over. Anyway, this is probably really boring to listen to, so yeah, it was okay. It was alright. Not as revolting as the cheese salad, that's for sure. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.